Hello dear friends, let's talk about problems of EW212. Among the mechanical problems, the possibility of wear of the shaft gears in older petrol units M272 3.5 should be mentioned. Sometimes the air suspension creates problems, the bellows are damaged. It is good to replace them in pairs. The E-Class has many solid components. You can hear about the corrosion problem. Sometimes you have to combat the water leakage in the boot. Electronics do not cause problems, sometimes power windows or central locking, but you do not have to replace expensive models but look for installation problems. Xenon lights have a fairly low lifespan. Timing damage 2.1 CDI. Noise when starting the engine. Worn crankshaft drive chain. It is located on the transmission side, which makes the repair a little more complicated. In addition, you need to buy not only chain but also a tensioner, washer pads and valve cover gasket. 200 CGI engine. When a cold engine is started, the exhaust system exits white smoke. Need to change software. Service shop make minor repairs to the oil line to the turbine and replace the gasket on the turbine. Nozzle damage in the 2.1 CDI. The engine enters safety mode, shuts off while driving. Damage to Delphi piezoelectric nozzles. They are less and less common now. The repair should consist of replacing the set, but usually only the damaged nozzle is replaced. Improper operation of the parking sensor, incorrect indicators of the parking sensor. Computer checked behave correctly, but in working conditions, the indications are incorrect. Damage to the Parktronic system module. It is not easy to replace because it is located on the floor next to the passenger's feet. Damage to the inverter or in the automatic transmission, especially in stronger versions. Coolant leakage. Leakage of plastic elements under the fuel filter. In petrol versions, oil drips onto the catalyst. This is a small gap in the turbocharger. Cases of chain noise with diesel engines last about 200 kilometers. If you decide to use a pneumatic suspension, check the condition of the shock absorber and compressor. Problems with fuel injectors for diesel models. Delphi injectors are poorly compatible with the motor computer. Most problems with 220 CDI and 250 CDI. With the help of a service campaign, sprinkles and a motorized computer have been replaced free of charge by authorized service providers. Some vehicles lose power, while others include only the engine control indicator. In vehicles equipped with automatic clutch and vibration, while driving, they usually indicate the beginning of transmission problems. And these problems are common, as owners say. 200 CGI gasoline engines cause an early failure of the crankshaft chain. Diesel 250 CDI engines have problems with coolant leakage in the EGR valve, coolant, and water pumps. An increasing number of problems with the steering rack and the failure of the rear airbags in the caravan. The soot filter causes problems mainly in cars that often drive around the city. Mercedes E-Class W212 recalls. The widescreen wiper motor wiring harness may be located near the windshield wiper linkage. This can damage the harness, which can shorten the windshield wiper motor and malfunction. Failure to operate the windscreen wiper may result in reduced visibility for the driver. The recalled vehicles were manufactured between October 2014 and November 2016. The power steering unit may be equipped with incorrectly welded contacts. As a result, a permanent electrical connection between the contacts cannot be guaranteed. which could lead to a loss of support to the power steering and thus increase the risk of accidents. The recall applies to E-Class models manufactured between August 2012 and October 2015. Cracks in high fuel pressure pipes can cause fuel leaks and fire in the vehicle. The recall applies to vehicles with 4-cylinder diesel engines manufactured between October 28, 2015 and November 19, 2015. Due to an assembly error, the active bonnet feedback would be lacking. In the event of a frontal collision that releases the active bonnet, it cannot be ruled out of that the bonnet will be pushed into the windscreen and put passengers in danger. The recall affects vehicle manufactured in 2015. Engine compartment insulation may fall off. In certain circumstances, this can lead to contact between the insulation and hot components, which poses a fire hazard. The withdrawal applies to vehicles manufactured in April and May 2015. The steering wheel is not well grounded. As a result, in the case of electrostatic discharge, the driver's airbag can be activated when not required. This can cause an accident. The recall affects vehicles manufactured between November 2011 and July 2017. The starter current limiter can be overloaded and overheated. As a consequence, surrounding parts could catch fire, leading to fire. The recall applies to vehicles manufactured between February 2014 and February 2017. It's finally Mercedes, again in good shape. Yes, this Class E is far from W123 or W124, but it looks really good compared to both the 210 and 211. Additional benefits are ride comfort and excellent handling. If you opt for the right engine version and the right gearbox, you can be calm. From time to time, you will only be bothered by harmless electronics and electrical errors. Buying an E-Class W212 Mercedes, you get in addition to reliability, you get above average driving comfort, spacious and luxurious interior, very rich equipment, and a wide range of attractive engines. This car is almost perfect. Defiancy, discussion of pre-rebuilt body styles, high maintenance costs, considerable problems with the built-in computer consumption and control performance are not as accurate as in the Audi A6 or BMW 5 Series. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you're the owner of this car, then share your experience. It will help others to choose a car. Goodbye.